Happy New Year's, everybody. This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos United, Oakland Latinos Unidos, the voice of the Latino community in California, Bay Area, YouTube, and beyond. Well, I'm on here with the first live stream of the new year, 2021. And let's see if we get more people on here. I was a little late, but I'm here. I said I'd be at 9. I'm here. If anyone's joining us, Happy New Year's. Hopefully you had a good New Year's. And I want to recap a little bit about the last year that just passed, which was a very interesting historical year. You know what I mean? It's some crazy stuff we went through. The Union family said Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, bro. But yeah, this is the first live feed of the year of 2021. And I want to talk about the year that just passed, all the craziness that happened. It was a wild year. It was probably one of the craziest years I've seen. And I've been on this earth 43 years, and I've seen some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I survived the 1989 earthquake. I survived, I got to see 9/11. I got to see the Oklahoma City bombing. I got to see the Unabomber. I got to see the Iraq War. A lot of crazy shit has happened in my lifetime. And I have to say, 2020 was a crazy, crazy, weird fucking year. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. Hopefully we get more people on here. What did you guys think about last year? This year that passed. I mean, we had a pandemic. You know what I mean? The COVID-19 thing. There hasn't been a pandemic like that in like almost 100 years. You know what I mean? We had riots because of the George Floyd murder. You know what I mean? The fucking country blew up. We had a crazy ass election between Trump and Biden. And I was not a fan of either or. So many other things, man. A rise in gang violence, a rise in violence in general. Tech companies moving out of California. You know what I mean? Homelessness, the economy crashing. I mean, everything that you could expect to go crazy happened. A bunch of people died. Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter accident. A whole bunch of other people passed away. Tiny Lister, the guy who played Debo, passed away. You know what I mean? Shabba Duke passed away. Those of you who are from the old school might remember him from the movie Breaking'. And it was just a crazy year, man. It was a crazy year. You know what I mean? I have an older friend who told me the last time he seen a crazy year like this, he said it was in 1968. He said that year was pretty wild. But even he said that this year has been pretty crazy in his lifetime. And he lived through 1968. And 68, a lot of crazy stuff happened. Martin Luther King got killed. Robert F. Kennedy got killed. The Vietnam War was going on. There were riots and protests all over the country. The Black Panthers, the Brown Berets, the whole militant Chicano and Black Power movement was happening. You know what I mean? Dip Sean, who's that? Or did you mean R.I.P. Sean? Who's Sean? But yeah, you know what I mean. It's just been a crazy year, and yeah, 1968 was a pretty wild year too, you know. Dodge and Peace. Who is that? Is that a homie like from Dakota that passed away or something? Let me know. Leave it in the comment. But yeah, man. Hopefully we get more people to join. I like dialoguing with everyone. I like talking to you guys. I like you guys to join me to say what's up. And you know what I mean. I like everyone to join and say what's up. He has 14. Is that the youngster that got killed in there was some youngster. No, my sister lives out there, used to live out there in Dakota area, kind of, and I remember someone got killed over there. Some youngsters got killed a couple years ago. But yeah, man, this year has been pretty bad too. A lot of crazy stuff has happened. A lot of people lost their lives over a lot of different things. Gang violence, has been going up again in Oakland and around the Bay Area. You know what I mean? Uh, a lot of robberies and stick ups and carjackings and all kinds of stuff, looting. You know what I mean? It's been wild, man. You know, and I'm from the '90s. I grew up in the '90s, and the '90s were crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know how old you are, homeboy, but when I was a youngster in the '90s, it was wild back then. You know, and I could say that this last year, was about that wild for sure. You know. Shit, I almost got shot in a parking lot this year, man. Some stupid motherfucker started shooting up in a parking lot off of Fruitvale in East Oakland back in October. So it's like I said, it's just been a wild year. Hopefully, I think more people are joining us. Leave a comment, throw a question. We're talking about 2020 and what a crazy year that was. It was a wild year. It was all kinds of craziness that happened that year. We'll see what 2021 brings us. But I ain't seen nothing like that in a long time. And like I said, I'm 43 and I'm old enough to remember a lot of crazy stuff happening around me. Back in the days. And I could say that this last year was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. But yeah, this is Oakland Latinos United. Yeah, it's crazy because I've been doing this Oakland Latinos United thing for what? That's for 17 years. 17 years, Oakland Latinos United has existed. As a YouTube channel, it's almost been about a good 12, 13 years that I've been doing it. So, yeah, man, hopefully some of you have been following this since back then, since I first started. But, yeah, it was just 2020 was just off the hook. It seemed like 2019 was a little bit more tame, and 2020 came around, and it unleashed Pandora's box, as you want to say. But, yeah, man. But, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted people to reflect. I want more people to join. Hopefully, more people join us soon. I like to dialogue with you guys, and girls. If you guys are out, if you girls are out there, whoever, girls, guys, don't matter, But yeah. So what's going on? How do you guys like my barrio tours that I've been doing around the Bay Area? I did those. I started those this last year during COVID because I had a lot of downtime. So I had more of a chance to film different areas and stuff. And, I filmed parts of Oakland. I filmed parts of Hayward. I filmed parts of East Palo Alto, Redwood City. I just did Marin County the other day. I was in the Canal area in San Rafael. I was in Marin City, Tupac's old hood. And maybe once the weather starts getting better, I'll do more Oakland and I'll do other cities in the Bay Area. I did San Jose too, the east side of San Jose in one video. You could go back and watch them, the barrio tours. I did one at Cesar Chavez Park in East Oakland, over there off of Foothill. The Dirty 30s Park. But, yeah, man. So, I gotta see if nobody joins, I'm gonna cut this off at half an hour. But, hopefully more people join. I want more people to come on here. That's why I announced them. And trying to get more people to get on. I want to do these live feeds, like I said, and I want them to grow. And the way we grow them is by doing them all the time. You know what I mean? Doing them more often. Like that we could get a crowd. And you know, I like you guys to talk to me. I like you guys to throw ideas at me or throw stories at me or tell me about your day or about what's been going on with you. You know what I mean? That's what this platform is for. It's for the people, especially for the raza of the Bay Area. You feel me? Like I always say, the voice of the Latino community in the Bay Area, California, YouTube, and beyond. But yeah, like I said, it's just been a wild year, and yeah, man, that COVID is crazy, man. All the shutdowns, and I never seen nothing like it, man. You know, people dying. My sister works, like I was saying, my sister's a nurse, and she was telling me that the beds are at capacity right now. That they don't have room for a lot of people. So I guess it's no joke. There's people out there really getting sick, you know, and dying from this stuff. So you guys gotta be careful, man. Really take care of yourselves. Take care of your health. Like I was saying, you know, take care of yourselves. Drink a lot of vitamin D. Exercise. You know what I mean? Drink vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin D, and yeah, just take care of your immune system. Wear your mask and just be safe, man. That's all I can tell you guys. Be safe. This COVID stuff is no joke, you know. It's no joke. You know, a lot of people out there are dying from it. And, you know, like I said, my sister, she works for a hospital. And she told me that right now, beds are at capacity. You know what I mean? She told me this. And she's a nurse, like I said. And she said no joke. She said a lot of people are getting sick and a lot of people are dying from it at the hospital. So all I can say, Rasa, is just be safe, man. Don't get caught slipping. You know, take care of your immune system, exercise. You know, like I said, drink some vitamin C, vitamin D. You know, zinc. I take zinc all the time. You know, just take care of yourself, man. That's all I can say. Take care of yourself because these are crazy times. They're weird, man. No, I haven't been tested at all. You know, but I haven't got sick or anything, so I haven't felt like I got sick or anything. I've been really taking care of my immune system. I've been drinking a lot of vitamin C, exercising, you know, eating a lot less. I've been actually changing my eating habit. Today I actually ate junk food for the first time in like almost 3 weeks. So I've been trying to eat a little healthier. And yeah, man, it's just no joke, man. But I haven't been tested. But I don't know. If I start feeling like I'm getting sick, then I'll get tested. But I've been feeling okay. I haven't felt sick or I haven't felt bad. You know, so yeah, man. Just like I said, COVID is just one of those things that changed the world. You know, 2020 was just that COVID thing just destroyed it. That's right, Jay. Same here. Scared my whole family got it. Yeah, my sister had it for a while. She's the one that's a nurse. She had it. She got sick for like about a week, and she was in the hospital. But she made it through though. You know, I got like I've gotten little bugs. You know what I mean? Like I felt kind of like a couple times I felt body aches. A couple times I felt kind of like I had a cold, but normally I would just feel it for a couple days and it would just go away. You know what I mean? I think they were just little bugs, just little colds. I don't think it was COVID because it didn't seem like I got sick. It was very minute. That's probably the only thing I really got, but I haven't got sick at all. Like flu-like symptoms or nothing like that at all. Just like minor, kind of small cold symptoms is what I got a while back. But yeah, that was it. Like I said, I've been exercising a lot. I do little exercises here in my room. You know what I mean? I've been doing burpees. I've been doing push-ups, sit-ups. You know what I mean? And other little exercises. I've been doing walking around. You know, and taking walks, doing cardio. You know, I just try to do the best, man, to take care of myself. Cause that's all I could do, brother. So who else is out there? Anybody joining me? Anybody want to talk to Jose from East Oakland, from the Bay Area? What's uppers? Who's out there? Is the COVID crazy over in Oakland? Do people? Yeah, I mean, in the Bay Area, it's been pretty bad. Like I said, my sister works out here in the hospital, and she told me that beds are at capacity. But yeah, people wear masks out here. I wear a mask. I was just in San Francisco just a little while ago, and I was wearing a mask. You know what I mean? And a lot of people around downtown San Francisco were masked up. Um, it's been dead, out in the streets in Oakland, San Francisco. I mean, there was some people out tonight, but it's just everything's closed, everything's shut down. For a while, like during the summer, they were starting to open things up again slowly. So there was a lot of people hanging out, a lot of patio stuff. Even I was like performing for a while again. We were doing little patio shows, and during the summertime and the outdoors. But right now, everything's shut down out here in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? As far as the only thing that's not shut down are like malls and shopping centers, which is weird, but they're actually open. Because I went to San Francisco earlier to buy something at the mall down there at the Union Square. You know what I mean? But yeah, the shopping centers are open. Somebody gave me a gift card, so I went and spent it. But yeah, it's a trip, man. I was on BART too. I don't know if you guys know what BART is. That was the subway system out here in the Bay Area. But I was wearing my mask. I was masked up. I stayed my distance away from people, unfortunately. You know, it's crazy because I'm a very sociable person. I'm not really an introverted type of person. I'm a very vocal, very talkative person. You know, I'm not just like this online. I'm like this in person. If you ever were to meet me in person, you would see that I'm no different. I like to talk and I like to dialogue. I like to talk about history and stuff like that and politics and different things. But yeah, it's been hard for me to be introverted during COVID because I'm a very. You hopped on the BART train. Yeah, I was at the BART train earlier because I went out to San Francisco. I went to Union Square. I'm not sure if you know where that's at. That's in downtown San Francisco. That's like the shopping district. I had a gift card they gave me for Christmas, and I wanted to do some shopping. So I went down there and spent my little gift card, bought me a couple pairs of pants and some underwear and some stuff I needed. But yeah, I was on BART. Yeah, Oscar Grant, he got killed. I think that was 2009, I think. New Year's Day 2009. I think they had a commemoration at the Fruitvale BART. He got killed in my barrio, in my hood, in Fruitvale. You know what I mean? That's where all that took place, where he got killed, was at the Fruitvale BART station. I was there at the protest when he got killed, like when they released the video, which was like, if I remember right, they released the video like 3 or 4 days later. Cause I remember that New Year's hit on a weekend. I think it hit like on a Friday or something like that, or Saturday something. And then they didn't release the video until like that Tuesday or Wednesday. I remember. And then the next day after that, all hell broke loose. It's pretty wild. I was out there when all that. That was another thing that I experienced was the Oscar Grant protests. They were pretty big in Oakland at the time. That was crazy, man. He got straight executed, man. Regardless that he wasn't. You can't even really say he was resisting. Yeah, he was yelling and shit, but he was handcuffed. There was no reason to shoot him. He wasn't a threat at all. It was wild, man. It's crazy that happened. And that cop would have got away with it too if it wouldn't have been filmed. You know. But yeah, I rode BART today. You know what I mean? Bart is just, man, it's just gotten so grimy lately, though, man. Fuck. It's just like hella dope fiends and J-Cats and weirdos on there, man. It's like, oh, man. Some interesting people on Bart sometimes, man. Let me tell you. You know, a lot of dope fiends, a lot of homeless people, a lot of people just don't care, bro. But, yeah, man. But it is what it is. What can you do? That's Bart. You know what I mean? We need it. I mean, we're in the Bay Area, which is a big area. Imagine traffic if we didn't have BART in the Bay Area, you know? But, bad enough we already got bad traffic with BART, but imagine if we didn't have BART. It'd be pandemonium. But yeah, man. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good New Year's. What do you think of, if you're joining me, let me know on a note. Tell me what you think about last year, 2020. That's mainly what I did this live feed because I wanted to recap about 2020. I already said, if you've been watching the live feed since I started, that it was a wild year. It was one of the craziest years I've ever seen. You know what I mean? And I've lived through a lot of things, and last year, was pretty freaking wild. You know what I mean? It was a wild ride, let me tell you that for sure. You know? But what'd you think? You know? What'd you think about last year? Was it crazy? Was it like any other year? To me, it was just a trip, man. It was a freaking trip. But yeah. Hopefully some more people join. I don't have a lot of people on the live feed today. That's weird. I thought more people would be home, bored at home. I guess I don't want to see Jay. I'm not important. I'm boring. But yeah, man. But I'm here. Even if it's just me talking to myself, it's all good. At least I'm doing it. You know, and I'll keep on doing it. I guess if I keep on doing it, it'll eventually grow somewhere down the line. So yeah, last year, like I said, it was just pretty wild, you know. So what's going on, people? Where's my gente at? Where's my people at? If you're joining me, stop in and say what's up. Drop a note. You know, like I said, what'd you think about last year? What was your outlook on it? You know what pissed me off about last year? I was starting to go back to the gym. They opened up the gyms. I was starting to go back to get my workout. And they closed the damn gym like three weeks into my workout routine. I was so pissed. I was pissed off because I was loving it. I was starting to hit the weights and do cardio, and they closed the damn gym. I'm like, man, I was pissed off. But, you know, it is what it is. Anybody else out there? Anybody want to say what's up to Jose? Like this video. Share it with people. Let people know. Tell them to come on my live feed. Tell a friend. Tell a cousin. Tell a sister. Tell a brother to come join me. But yeah, man, if I don't get more people on, I guess I'm going to cut it at half an hour. Half an hour is coming up in 5 minutes. You know, I'm trying to see if more people will join, more people bring into the conversation. You know, but yeah, but at least I did a live feed. This would be the first live feed of the year. You know what I mean? Hopefully this year is a little different. Hopefully maybe there's some more positivity in this year. Hopefully, we'll see. You know, but so far it's been a pretty wild year. New Year's was crazy in the Bay Area too. Everyone was popping fireworks like crazy everywhere out here. You know, the Bay Area looked like 4th of July. You didn't even need a professional fireworks show. Fools were lighting up the whole fucking city. Oakland looked like it was 4th of July. Oakland and Richmond. You feel me? But yeah, hopefully more people are joining. Drop a note, say what's up. Well, if you're just joining me, we were talking about 2020. What did you think about this year? Did you think it was a crazy year? What was your outlook on it? I think it was a wild year. I think it was pretty crazy. I'd never seen a year like it, to be honest with you. And I'm 43 years old. You know what I mean? But drop me a note. Let me know what you thought about last year, or just drop a note to say hi or where you're at. You know what I mean? I'm out here in the Bay Area, like always, kicking back. Your Chicano homie from East Oakland, from the town business, Oakland Latinos United, kicking back with you on this live feed, first live feed of 2021. Hopefully this year is a little different. But let me know what you thought about 2020. If you're joining me, I see some people are joining. And tell me what you think. Was it crazy? Was it the same as any other year? What'd you think? Like I said, me and my 43 years of age, I've lived through a lot. You know, I lived through a lot, and I've seen some crazy stuff in my lifetime. And by far, this was one of the wildest years. You know, but yeah, it was just a lot of shit, a lot of stuff that went on this year. Riots, COVID. You know, hella people died. Kobe died. You know, Tiny Lister died. You know, a whole host of other people died. The dude from Breaking. Somebody said 2020 gang activity slowed down or up. I think it went up a little bit during 2020. I started seeing a little resurgence of gangs again. I started seeing, like, I've been seeing a lot of Norteño graffiti around Oakland. I've been seeing Border Brother graffiti too. I haven't seen too much Sureño graffiti, but definitely I've seen a lot of Border Brother and Norteño graffiti. I know there was a few shootings that happened in Oakland. Um, a couple of youngsters got killed. This one dude, he got killed by OPD. Actually, two Latinos got killed by OPD this year. Um, One was Eric Salgado. The other one was Jonathan Torres, who got killed over there in the Deep East by OPD. They unloaded on him with an automatic wet rifle. You know what I mean? And a bunch of youngsters got killed around East Oakland. You know, so it's been kind of wild. There has been an uptake in gang activity, for sure. There was a murder too on Fruitvale Ave last summer, where a guy got beat to death in the middle of a park in broad daylight. You know, and it was supposedly some gang related activity. So yeah, it seems like gang stuff has been a little bit on the rise in Oakland. What about where are you from, homie? The dude that asked me that question, Art Best. Are you from the Bay? But what about where you're at? How's it over there? But yeah, in the Bay Area, you know, like Richmond too. Richmond had a lot of had a few shootings that I heard about. You know, I know there's a lot of Sureño gangs in Richmond. I don't know how active they are, but you know, Oakland has been just it's been pretty wild, man. It's been pretty wild. There have been a lot of homicides this year in Oakland, but you know, homicides had went down in Oakland. A lot of that gang stuff had died out in Oakland for a while, for a long while. You know, especially after the gang injunctions went into play. Oh, live in San Lorenzo. Okay. Yeah, my brother used to live out there in San Lorenzo, but yeah, gang activity had calmed down a lot, especially after the gang injunctions in 2010, 2011. But it seemed lately I've been hearing a lot about that stuff again. I've been seeing like graffiti around the streets. You know what I mean? And there have been a lot of shootings. You know, with Raza and with blacks. So yeah, it's just one of them things, man. unfortunately. But the economy's been messed up because of COVID. A lot of people are out of work. A lot of kids are probably lost right now, bored, or you know, or a mixture of things, and they're out in the streets doing what they're not supposed to be doing, getting caught up, and that's just that vida loca, man, that crazy life, street life, you know. I grew up around it, and unfortunately, it's just one of those things that every generation goes through it, man. It's like a cycle, but it had calmed down for a long time, though. Like, I didn't used to really see gang graffiti no more or hear too much about gang shootings, but it seemed like this year I've been hearing a lot about that stuff again. There was also a mass arrest too this last year in San Francisco of some Norteños that killed a bunch of people in San Francisco and even in Oakland. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's been an uptick in that stuff lately. It's worry. To me, it worries me because it means there's more young Grasas gonna be out there killing each other. And that's what we shouldn't be doing, man. That's what we shouldn't be doing. That shit is all bad, bro, if you ask me. Because I grew up around that stuff in the 90s when I was young, and that stuff was wild, man. It's just a shame to see it come back. I thought maybe it died off a little bit and people would go in a new direction, but it's kind of sad to me if it comes back because it means a lot of young Grasa is going to get killed out there, man, over bullshit, you know. These kids are going to end up in Santa Rita or in prison, in San Quentin or Vacaville, or so it's really up to us to teach the youth, man, to look beyond this stuff, to do better, you know. But that starts at home. That starts with parents. That starts with teachers and, people in the community, looking after the kids, looking after the youngsters. I do my part by making videos, talking about the consequences of that stuff, because I grew up around it. I grew up around Norteños and Sureños and Border Brothers and all that, and I seen what it led to and where many people that I knew that were in that lifestyle are at now, and it just, yeah, it's not going to end up good. It's not going to take you to a good place, and I'm not saying that to talk out of my ass. I know what I'm talking about, because growing up in Oakland and growing up in the Bay Area, I knew a lot of, as we call it, vatos locos, you know what I mean? Bad homies that were just doing crazy stuff left and right. Living that vida loca, like I like to say, that crazy life, that street life. But yeah, I see more people. I live in SoCal, but I want to visit Oakland and San Jose. Come check it out, brother. It's pretty fun out here. Oakland, if you come to Oakland, check out Lake Merritt, Jack London Square, downtown Oakland. If you want to see the Mexican barrio, the Raza barrio, come to East Oakland, the Fruitvale. That's the main Latino barrio in Oakland. You know what I mean? Nah, bro, Ricky Martin copied that from us because Chicanos used to say that, the vida loca, the crazy life. You know what I mean? Mi vida loca. You know what I mean? That's what Chicanos used to say when I was young, and then Ricky Martin took that song and made his own thing about it, but he didn't create that. You gonna have any events in the future where I want to? Maybe I'll have some events. That shirt was made by Movement Inc. That shirt right there. Uh, they had a store in East Oakland on MacArthur, but they closed it. So check them out. Like I was saying, check them out on IG. They're called Movement Inc. They're the ones that made that picture. They used to have T-shirts like that. They might still have them. I'm not exactly sure. But to the homeboy who said he was from SoCal and he wants to come to the Bay, You know, come check out East Oakland, Fruitvale, Lake Merritt, Jacqueline Square, the Oakland Hills, the Oakland Zoo. There's a lot of beautiful places in Oakland. San Jose, I don't know it as much, but you know, if you want to see the Latino barrio in San Jose, you got to go to East Side San Jose, King and Story Road. You know what I mean? All that area around King and Story, downtown San Jose is pretty nice. The Winchester Mystery House, a lot of different places in San Jose too that are nice too. Santana Row, San Pedro Square. There's a lot of cool places out there. I've hung out in San Jose many times, you know. But yeah, the Bay Area is a cool spot, bro. It's fun out here. You know, just don't get caught slipping. That's all. But other than that, you'll be good. You know, just like me, I used to go to SoCal all the time. I got hella family out there in LA and in the San Fernando Valley, so I've been out there many times. But yeah, the Bay Area is cool. Just bring a jacket because you never know in the Bay Area. Weather's unpredictable. It could be warm one day and cold as hell the next. And that's no lie. If you're from the Bay Area, you know what I'm talking about. You know? But yeah, man. But yeah, like I see more people have joined. What do you guys think of 2020? Originally, that's what this live feed's about. What did you think about 2020? I think it was a wild year, personally, with COVID, with the riots, the George Floyd riots, you know, the rising gang violence, the rising crime, the economy going down the drain, you know. So, you know, people like Kobe Bryant and various others that passed away this year. You know, just a lot of things. Riots, looting, lawlessness. Yeah, there was that. There was COVID too. You know, it's a lot of crazy things, man. You know, a lot of crazy things. It's been wild. The crazy, yeah, the economy too. The economy, not the economy, the election. That was a crazy election, man, with between the orange man Trump and Joe Biden. And you know, to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of either. I don't like Biden or Trump. You know what I mean? I just really do not like those guys. COVID, yeah, COVID was crazy, man. COVID was crazy. You know, and a lot of people died this year too. You know, the guy that played Devo, he died recently. The dude from Breaking, Shabba-Doo, he died recently. Kobe died. Who else died? A lot of people died this year, man. Quite a few. So many that I can't even remember most of them. But a lot of people passed away this year. You know, and unfortunately, a lot of people passed away from COVID too, man. That COVID is no joke. I just always tell people, just take care of yourself, man. You know, like I was telling you guys earlier, my sister's a nurse out here in the Bay Area at a hospital out here, and she's telling me, I seen her today, she was telling me that the hospitals are filled to capacity right now at her hospital. So it's no joke, man. There are people getting sick from this, whether it's man-made or whether it's a natural disease. It's getting people sick. Like I always tell people, just take care of yourself. Take a lot of vitamin C. Take care of your immune system. Exercise. You know, get laid. Whatever you got to do, man. Whatever you got to do. Hey, I want to ask you guys a question. I want to change the subject because I've been wanting to make a video about this. What do you guys think about me giving a video? Because I used to, believe it or not, you guys are going to laugh at me, but I used to give dating advice a long time ago. I ain't even lying. I used to give dating advice a long time ago. I haven't done it in many years. But I was thinking about making a video about dating toxic women and how to avoid toxic women. What do you guys think about that topic for a video? Do you think that's a good video for me to make in the future or no? Would you watch that video? Let me know in the comment section. I'm getting serious. You're probably laughing, but I'm serious. What do you think about the topic of dating toxic women? And have you ever dated a toxic woman? You know what I mean? Or if you're a lady, have you ever dated a toxic man? Because they do exist. But Me being a man, a straight heterosexual, you know what I mean? I've dated, hey, why not? Yeah. I've dated some toxic women out there. And, I noticed the problem with a lot of men out there because they're so desperate for a woman's attention that they're willing to stay with a abusive girlfriend for the sake of not being single. And Nino Brown. No, I used to watch RSD a lot. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, Real Social Dynamics, but uh, yeah, a lot of guys they'll stay with toxic women for the sake of not being single. Now, me personally, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I would rather, I would rather be single and jack off every night than have a toxic, abusive girlfriend. Any day, any day, any day of the week. I would rather be single with no girlfriend than have an abusive girlfriend or a girlfriend who don't respect me. And you know what? Those kind of relationships end up in failure anyway because a girl like that is just going to end up either cheating on you or doing you dirty somewhere down the line. So it's not worth. I can't speak on females because I'm not a female, but if you're a female and you're dating some toxic dude who don't know how to act, who don't have his priorities straight, you know, probably you need to reconsider probably dumping that person. But yeah, man, it's just like I'm not gonna be with a girl that's gonna treat me bad. You know what I mean? Or talk shit about me behind my back, or not respect me, or not respect me as a man. I just don't have time for it. I just do not have time for it. You know? And it doesn't matter if she's Latina, if she's white, if she's black, if she's Asian, whatever she may be. Because there's toxic Latinas too. I've met them. I met plenty of Chicanas and Raza chicks that are pretty toxic, that are pretty bad. And I'm not saying all women, but I'm saying there are women out there who are emotionally disturbed. They come from bad backgrounds. They probably come from single parent households. They've been abused or whatever has happened in their lifetime that made them into toxic people and people that are like crabs in a bucket that are trying to bring you down. You know what I mean? Why would you want to be with a person like that? That's the question I want to ask. But I want to make a video about that somewhere down the line. You know, I really do. Because I've dated a lot of different women in my life. I may not be the finest dude in the world because I'm not. I'm actually a fat Mexican dude. But I've always been pretty confident. And when I want something, I go for it. And that's just how I am. I've always been like that. So because I am like that, I've actually met a lot of women and I've got lucky many times. But I've got to meet different personalities. And plus I'm a musician, I'm a blogger, and I'm out there. You know what I mean? People know me. Trust me, a lot of people know me. So, that right there a lot of times intrigues women. But yeah, I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just, I've dated quite a few women in my lifetime, and I've seen some are very toxic, and some want to really run you over if you let them, and they will run you over if you let them. So that's why sometimes you got to put your foot down, and you can't let these women abuse you, man. You know, you got to set boundaries. You can't let them run all over you. You can't let them set the boundaries for you. You got to set the boundaries for them and lead them. That's how it is, like a man. But, I think I'm saying too much. But, yeah, what do you guys think about that, honestly? You know? It's just something I've been thinking about lately. I've been reflecting on females that I knew, and also, like, friends I have that are in, like, bad relationships, and they, for whatever reason, don't let go of those relationships, and I don't get why. I think because they're desperate. Hit it and quit it, yeah. But a lot of guys out there are very desperate. They're so desperate for the validation of a female that they're willing to lower either their standards or lower their standards on a man to have that validation from a woman, and that's BS. It's just complete BS. You know what I mean? Because I've never seeked anybody's validation. And I made videos about that in the past about not seeking validation. If you go back maybe a year, you'll see some of those videos. They're pretty good stuff. You know, but yeah, you can't go around seeking people's validation. That's a no no. That's a no no. Straight up. If you got game or you know the game, you cannot be out there seeking a woman's validation or anybody else's for that matter. You know, they just gotta respect you and like you for who you are. But that starts within with self love of yourself, where you respecting yourself as a man. You know, and that's just how it is. You know, I know me. I have my imperfections. I'm fat. I need to lose weight, and I'm aware of that. You know what I mean? I procrastinate sometimes, and I don't do certain things that I say I'm gonna do sometimes. So I'm not perfect, but I own up to my flaws and I own up to my mistakes, and that's what keeps me going every day, and that's what keeps my confidence up every day. That I can own up to my mistakes, you know, and that's basically what most of us have to do, But I'm going on a tangent about something else. You know what I mean? I just want to see if that would be a interesting topic to talk about in the future. Maybe change Oakland Latinos up a little bit in another direction, just once in a great while. You know, but yeah, if you like what I'm talking about, let me know and I'll make a video about it. You know, but I'll check out this Nino Brown. But I used to read a lot of stuff by Mystery. I don't know if you guys read Mystery, Real Social Dynamics. I read some stuff by Mark Manson and a couple other people that I read. You know what I mean, about dating and seduction and different things. You know, and about not caring, like the subtle art of not giving a fuck by Mark Manson. I don't know if you guys read it. He also made a pretty good book called Models. You know, The 48 Laws of Power. I read that book before. I want to read one called Think Grow Rich by, I forget the name of the guy who made that book. That'd be cool, but like the park tours and barrio tours. I like the park tours and barrio tours. Yeah, I like the barrio tours too. Did you check out my last one I did in Marin County? I did San Rafael, California, the Canal area, and I did Marin City where Tupac used to live. But yeah, the barrio tours for sure. I'm gonna keep doing that. You know what I mean? I love doing that. I love going to the different Bay Area cities and showing you the Mexican hood of the Bay Area cities. But yeah, man, Marin City was dope. Yeah, thank you, man. Marin City's a trip, bro, because Marin City is like these housing projects, and they're right next to Sausalito. And I don't know if you're familiar with Marin County, but Sausalito is like millionaires, man. Like Carlos Santana lives in Sausalito. You know what I mean? It's just like Millionaire Central. But yet the housing projects are right next to it. This Marin City little town. You know what I mean? It's a trip. Richmond, you mean? No, Richmond is Contra Costa County. The only Marin is most of the cities in Marin are the big cities are San Rafael and Novato and Sausalito and Mill Valley. I think those are the bigger towns in Marin. There's also Larkspur, Corte Madera, Tiburon, Belvedere, and Ross and Fairfax. Yeah, Marin County, because you gotta remember, Marin is a county. So Marin County is a wealthy county. The only places that are not wealthy for the most part are San Rafael, which There's a lot of Raza in San Rafael. There's some blacks too and Asians. Um, the jungle, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Marin City is the jungle. So Marin County is the county. Marin City is a small little area where there's housing projects next to Sausalito. And Sausalito is a rich ass city. You know what I mean? There's another city called Novato, and it's like north. It's the north part of Marin County, and there's Raza there. It's kind of a little bit more middle class and a little bit working class. It's not as wealthy. I think the most wealthiest places in Marin are probably San Anselmo, Fairfax, Mill Valley, Tiburon, Belvedere, and Sausalito. I would say those are the richest places in Marin, and Larkspur too. But yeah, the jungle is in Marin County. It's right next to Sausalito. I did a tour there. Check it out. If you check out my last barrio tours, it was in Marin City, in the jungle. Yep, the projects. Yeah, I've been there many times. I used to work out in Marin County, so that's why I know it pretty well. And the barrio in Marin County is the canal area in San Rafael. There's hella people from Yucatan and Guatemala there. A huge, like, indigenous population there. A lot of raza there, though. But that's Marin County. Marin County's cool, though. I like going out there because it's calm. You know, even like their ghetto areas are calm. They're chill. You know what I mean? I don't feel unsafe in Marin like I do in Oakland or in Richmond. So, like, when I would just want to be chill, relaxed, and just don't want to worry about anyone messing with me, I go out to Marin County, you know, sometimes just to get away. Just like in Oakland, when I'm in Oakland and I want to get away from the ghetto, I just cross the bridge into Alameda, which is the neighboring town. Alameda is more chill. They got the beach there. It's very nice there. Oh yeah, if you come to the Bay Area too, check out Alameda. Alameda has a nice beach. But yeah, man. But yeah, like Marin County is just one of those spots I go to when I just want to chill and get away from the hood, man. Sometimes you need it. You need to clear your mind. You feel me? But yeah, I did. I did two videos. One in the canal in San Rafael, and I did one in Marin City. So check them out. When you're done watching this live feed, check them out. Leave a comment. Like, it's the last videos I made. So if you go into my videos, you'll see them. Oh yeah, West Alameda. Yeah, it's not as ghetto anymore. I remember when West Alameda used to be really ghetto, like back in the 80s and 90s. There used to be a lot of blacks and a lot of norteños and chicanos over there in that area. I don't know if you remember, but there used to be a flea market in West Alameda, the old school island flea market, the penny market, right there by the Webster Tunnel. We used to go there when we were little kids. That's hella old school. That's like OG shit. If you're an old schooler from Oakland, you'll remember that flea market. Just like, it was kind of like the Coliseum flea market a little bit. But yeah, man, that's old school, brother. Man, that was a long time ago. I feel old, man. That was back in like the 80s and early 90s, man. Yeah, I mean, West Alameda changed, especially after they closed the military base, the Navy base. Because you gotta remember, West Alameda is where all the people from the military used to live, because the military base used to be there, the old Alameda Naval Station. And when they closed that down, a lot of people left that area. But yeah, I know a couple females that live over there that are cool friends of mine. They live in West Alameda. You know, I go to Alameda all the time. Alameda's a cool little town. I was hanging out a lot there this last summer, especially at the beach. I always like hanging out at the beach. Yeah, they used to have a few norteños in Alameda. I remember they used to kick it in Oakland a lot because I knew a couple homies from Alameda back in the days. But not a lot. They had a few, though. Most of the ones that I remember, though, they used to try to claim Oakland. That's what was hella funny. They'd be like, yeah, I live in Alameda, but I'm from Oakland. But yeah. But yeah, Alameda's a cool little town. A lot of Asians in Alameda. When I was a kid, it was a lot of white people in Alameda, but it's changed a lot. You know, it's changed a lot over the years. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get off this. It's been an hour now. Thank you guys for joining this live feed. I mean, it wasn't a lot of people, but you guys who joined it, you guys made it possible. Check out my videos, the ones I just did. I just did them a couple days ago. So if you go to my videos, you'll see them. It's a barrio tour of Marin County. So I do the canal area of San Rafael, and I do Marin City. So like them, leave a comment, and keep watching my videos. I just did another video too about a week ago about the history of the black gangs in Oakland, like the drug dealers like Felix Mitchell and the Ward brothers and Mickey Mo, and about that the story of how the pimps and the black drug dealers and the drug gangs used to control Oakland back in the day. So I made a pretty cool video about that history. It's similar to the one I did a year ago about the history of Latino gangs in Oakland. So check that video out, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Keep supporting Oakland Latinos United. I'm going to keep bringing you content of the Bay Area, of Raza and the Bay, because that's what I specialize in. Like my IG, my Instagram account. If you're on there, if you haven't got on it, go on it, Oakland Latinos Unidos, and follow me on there. I post a lot of pictures and cool stuff on there and information. And check out I seen you did the Principal movie one too. Good looking. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did that one for sure. Leave a comment on it, bro. Like it and leave a comment. But yeah, I did that one for you, bro. Cause you asked me, so I did it. So yeah. So yeah, just like my follow me on IG. And yeah, check out my another that's another one. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. About 2-3 weeks ago, I did a filming locations video of The Principal, which was a movie that was made in 1987 in Oakland. It starred John Belushi, Louis Gossett Jr., Isai Morales, Jacob Vargas, and a lot of the Chicanos on there were actual homies from 38 locals, 36 locals, and 41st cycles. So they were the old school norteños from Oakland. They were the extras. So if you see the Chicanos all choloed out in the movie, that was them. I knew a lot of them homies. You know what I mean? Even my uncle was in the movie and my brother. They were all on there as extras. But yeah, check it out. Like that one. Leave comments. And once again, follow the Instagram channel. And follow my Facebook as well if you're not on there. And what's good, everybody? Happy New Year's. What's up, Angel Gonzalez? Well, I'm about to cut this out because I've been on here for an hour. Originally, I was talking about 2020 and what you guys think about 2020. Was it a crazy year for you? Uh, and when they fixed the motorcycle, oh yeah, 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 that was all them homies. That was my homie Big Surge. He was the big tall one, wearing like a old school county jail jacket. But I was talking about uh, about last year and what you guys think of it. And it was a pretty wild year. A lot of stuff, riots, COVID. A lot of people died. Crime went up. Gang violence has gone up again in Oakland. And it's been wild, man. Police brutality, a little bit of everything, man. Shit, I almost got fucking shot in Oakland, man. Some dumbasses started shooting in the parking lot of a shopping center off of Fruitvale. I was in the middle of it, man. Scary shit. But yeah, man. And yeah, it's just keep supporting my work, and I'll bring you more content. Like I said, I'm gonna cut it short because it's been an hour now, and let's see if I do another live feed next weekend. I'll try to do one on Saturday, but yeah, like I said, this is Oakland Latinos United. Thank you for joining me, and let's keep making these live feeds possible. I announce them every time before I do them, so look out for that announcement. So yeah, Oakland Latinos United, over and out.